Hello, welcome. In this video, we are going to discuss about the effect of friction as well as critical pressure ratio in steam nozzle, then superheated flow in the steam nozzle. These topics comes under steam nozzle. It's a second chapter of module number 5 and it comes on the applied thermodynamics syllabus. First, we discuss about the effect of friction and expansion of steam. We all know that steam nozzle is a device which converts the high enthalpy into energy, pressure energy into kinetic energy. The pressure drop of the steam is converted into the increase in the velocity of the steam. This is how this is the function of steam nozzle. And the exit velocity of the steam for the given pressure drop is reduced due to the following reason. There are plenty of factors which affects the exit performance of the or output performance of the steam nozzle, particularly with respect to the steam which comes out or which leaves from the nozzle. Those are the friction between the nozzle surface and the steam. Second, the internal fluid friction in the steam. And third one is the shock losses. The shock losses happens because of the unexpected steam or the wave which produces due to the massive heat of the steam molecule with the wall of the, it creates shocks. That properties of the steam abruptly changes when it passes through the shock waves produced by the unwanted shock. And if we go further, we can discuss in details about the how the expansion or how the performance of the steam nozzle is affected by means of the friction. The first one is the expansion does not remain isentropic and the enthalpy drop is reduced, resulting the lower exit velocity. See, to be frank, theoretically what we have discussed is the isentropic process, the expansion, but in practically it is not possible. The isentropic is nothing but the entropy remains constant throughout the process. It is not possible, and moreover it represents reversible entropy, constant entropy process. Reversible process in real time it is impossible. Because of that enthalpy drop is reduced. The variation, the amount of enthalpy converted from one energy to one form to one state to another state is decreases. Since it decreases, the exit velocity quality is also reduces. Then the second point is the final dryness fraction of the steam is increased as part of the kinetic energy gets converted into heat due to friction and it is absorbed by the steam, which increases the enthalpy. See what happened, the moisture present in the steam, it is absorbed by the heat generated by the friction and the steam. Friction between it's heat generated by the because of the friction between the steam particle and the surface of the steam nozzle, which absorb the moisture content present in the steam. This increases the enthalpy. Because of that, the difference between the initial and final enthalpy has come down, and this reduction in the enthalpy difference will causes the speed of the velocity which is coming out from the nozzle. The third cause is, or the third effect is, the specific volume of the steam is increased due to frictional reheating. See, since due to reheating happens, that steam get expanded highly, causes the specific volume decreases. This again this further decreases the or reduces the quality of the steam which is coming out from the nozzle, or the speed of the steam which is coming or which we are getting as output from the steam nozzle. And to be frank, now we can put all these factors which affect the nozzle efficiency in 8 category or 8 points. First one is material of the nozzle, which is main factor. Because of this, the efficiency of the nozzle reduces or might increases, and the size and shape of the nozzle also affect the nozzle efficiency. And finish, the quality of the finish inside the nozzle, it's a vital role, takes a vital place in the to increase the efficiency. When there is the finish is not good, there are small molecule or small abrupt surface if you have, this causes to generate or produces shock waves when the steam flows through this. When shock wave produces that property or the velocity of the steam which comes out from the nozzle is reduces, and the angle of diversion is another factor, and the nature of the fluid and its states, and friction between the steam as well as the surface of the nozzle, and then fluid velocity as well as turbulence in the flow passage will causes the will affect the or will causes the decrease in the efficiency, nozzle efficiency of the steam nozzle. Now let us see what is supersaturated flow in the nozzle. In the case of initial superheated steam, the increase is just sufficient to compensate for the loss due to friction. So in this case, the measured discharge is more or less in agreement with the theoretical one. The increase in the measured discharge to the theoretically calculated discharge is due to the time lag in condensation of steam, and thus the steam remains in the dry state of wet. This phenomenon is called as supersaturation. And we all know that supersaturation is nothing but when the complete steam, the moisture present in the steam is equal to 100%, then we call that as a superheated steam. So not superheated, saturated steam. The condensation process, because of the temperature drop process, normally starts around at any tiny nuclei. It starts from a small molecule, and generally tiny dust particles are always present in the commercially generated steam in sufficient quantity. In the absence of such foreign particle, condensation is delayed and the temperature of the steam continues to fall. This is known as supersaturation. In natural way of condensation, the random kinetic energy of the molecule falls down to a level that is not sufficient to overcome these attractive forces of molecule, and some lower moving molecules come together and form small water droplet. Is the reason for supersaturated flow. And the another one is the molecules of very small water droplet will go on evaporating into the space. The water molecule present in the steam will go to or will start to evaporate the space that is saturated. That saturated in the sense the water, 100% moisture present in the steam and the space. Therefore, it becomes superheated with water vapor. And another effect is the effect of superheated or supersaturated is to reduce the effect of supersaturated is to reduce the heat drop slightly during the expansion, and consequently a corresponding reduction in the final velocity. The final dryness fraction and the entropy also increased, and the measured discharge is greater than the theoretically calculated one. That's it guys, that is the end of this video. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.